Game-Geki. Silent Hill, Ascension.
Welcome to Game-Geki, the show where the R in Rachel stands for RIP. I got that straight from this pre-show. That's how much effort I put into these shows. Now, in the last episode, it seemed like hope was lost for the cameo of Gold DDK UK, but thanks to some super sleuthing from the community, they found Jacob's post to kind of explain it. It was a specially inserted extra cameo yesterday, so still all to play for. Let's tune up the pre-show here and get ready for the latest episode of Silent Hill Ascension, where not only is it all to play for in regards to that, it's all to play for in regards to Rachel because the endurance sequence has been fine-tuned to pretty much 50-50 decide whether Rachel's hope will be enough to live or die. And the people were kind of seeing a lot of kill Rachel and a lot of save Rachel comments, so I'm not really sure which way to go for. Some save stuff coming up now, though. USS Command, the greatest character name. It stands for the long, rich heritage of which the USS stands for. Rachel is the worst. Save Rachel, please. Wait, what? It's go time. Let's go. Ready to see my wife. I think that might be referring to Haugen.
Faith, honey, can you go play over there?
Hey, I'm almost done here. Did you need something?
Did Xavier keep any of Radcliffe's text to himself? Anything he wanted kept hidden from the others?
If something did exist, why would you need it? We already have the book on Ascension.
I just want to understand something. Call it peace of mind.
It is the second Bible of the Foundation. It says, whatever you do, don't do the Ascension. But they kept that under lock and key. This lock and key, to be precise.
What's in it?
Xavier never told me. I found this in his office after he was gone, but I never got around to opening it. Shit.
What is it?
It's Radcliffe's journal.
How did Xavier have it?
It looks
In my
more than
restless
that.
dreams, I see their forlorn visages. I hear their piercing cries. I feel their swollen hearts. I am there, but also not. Their agony becomes mine own, and I wish for death, though it never comes. A far worse wretch awaits.
Rachel, maybe we aren't meant to read this.
Purifier or pestilent, I know not, for they often appear to me as one.
May as well read it.
Indistinguishable.
We're all about to ascend anyway.
Though my heart-sick soul is glad, for when I glance into its black, lidless gaze, I see that it is also me.
I don't understand.
The purifier, the pestilent, the great empath. What if they're one and the same?
What?
It's right here. Not even Radcliffe could distinguish between them. Maybe the heralds were right.
You think this great empath is here to save us? Sounds more like a monster.
I don't know.
Rachel, you can't let their lives cloud your judgment. Not when we're so close to saving your daughter.
Krista, Radcliffe writes that the Foundation wasn't the only group delving into the mysteries of the Withering. That there's more we don't understand. So how do we know Ascension will work?
We don't, that's the fun part. There's the remains of those cameos that were devoured yesterday.
Go. They need you.
I love you, Astrid. Okay. I... Go.
Haugen always looking out for him.
Go! I'll be fine here.
So are they ready for Ascension yet?
Faith? Faith, wait!
Faith, stop knocking.
Faith? Joy. What's wrong, Rachel? Isn't it time to start the ritual? No, this isn't happening. Come sit with me, Rachel. Joy,
She's imagining
I
it.
said sit. Good. Now say the words. I'll do it with you. I am blighted. My words are woe.
We're reliving the very beginning
Are
all
rot.
over
Say
again.
it. I am blighted. My words are woe. My deeds are rot. But I am not lost. By hallowed blade, I draw out my affliction. Now give me your arm. Your wrist. No. This is what you told me to do. You said it would save me.
It's only fair.
I'm sorry, Joy. If I hadn't doubted, maybe you'd be alive. You really think I died because you had doubts? The monster, it came and... No. Rachel, you killed me. No, that's not what happened. I was trying to give you a new life. I helped you, remember? We agreed that you needed help. You didn't give me a choice. You told me I was broken, beyond repair, and only the Foundation could fix me. But when it didn't work, you killed me to save Face. No.
Well, she had
that's not what
a real
happened.
harsh
I wouldn't ever
idea of saving Face.
do what? Say it. Please, make it stop. Say it. Why did you kill me?
So now people have been left with a bombshell that Rachel might have actually intentionally left to... Oh yeah, look, her face is right down the middle. Might have intentionally set Joy up for death. And with that revelation, we're going to have to, with the aid of Chev and Silent BDB, decide to endure. Save Rachel, everyone. Save Rachel. Well, you can see some positive save things there. So, you know, we got to save Rachel XD. Well, that's good enough for me. Alright, Cheb, let's do this. That was interesting that Jacob specified that these endurances are running in real time off the hardware, whereas the show, they had to stop running that in real time and started pre-rendering it because the graphics were suffering. I suppose they just didn't have the metal for it. You might not be all that behind Rachel though, because like they're still in red, so I don't know if they're still intending to murderize Rachel at the end of this. Oh, whoops! I clicked when I should have held. It doesn't really matter what I do, as we know that silent BDB. Can I have your shotgun? I have to find a way out. I'll say if she doesn't. It turns out on Wednesday, well, Tuesday, because that'll be the last endurance, we finally find a way out. Oh yeah, the question of which ritual Rachel uses, the Ascension ritual or the cultist ritual, what I've not. It is a Final Fate one. Kind of glossed over that in the last stream, I think. So, thought I'd point that out. They're too scary. Kabam. Completely melted against, just like Rachel's about to. My efforts are for naught. I went from doing so well. It's too scary, Rach. Drop that shotgun. Oh, as I lean forwards to get more purchase on my frantic clicking. Screw myself over. It's alright, I'm bringing it back. I feel that these sequences leading up have been chained together in more extensive manner. Shit indeed. Alright, people have sort of spoken now, yeah. Couldn't really tell what they were implying there. I think the majority of people have gone to saving Rachel now. So I will back that and save her. We've seen her perish to this thing before, so we're not seeing anything new. need someone to raise up faith, good and proper. The ways of the Foundation as well, because the ways of the Foundation are the key here.
No, no.
Rachel escapes. I don't know if if there's enough on Monday and Tuesday to also impact whether Rachel could still die or not. But we now know that she's not guaranteed to die. Rachel's got this. She can live. Thanks for the help, our cameo friends. We did it, everyone. We certainly did. After like 100, after over 100 episodes, we finally joined Team Rachel. Guys, we did it, everyone. Thank you. Better join this nice parade. There you go. Nice. There's nothing else to be said other than whatever stickers are being thrown into the ether.
Welcome to the Silent Hill Ascension post-show auntie edition for the final time.
Final auntie edition.
I am back here with my dearest Laluchka. What the hell did we just watch?
Malushka, what we just watched was a lot. First of all, scenes, a lot. Rachel apparently did a straight up murder. Like,
Rachel is
was just a straight
redeemed
up killing on her.
with the audience.
That's crazy. But what's even crazier was that I was sitting here watching that endure. I was like, oh, surely the audience is gonna get her ass now. No, clean sweep for a rescue. So, like, oh, I am shook, shocked, shook. I am all the things.
All the shakes.
All of it.
Yeah, we were just saying before
Someone
we went
just said
on
you're
air,
breathtatingly
like,
on.
you know how people on the internet
I don't know what that is, but that's
"Ooh, I'm gonna
amazing
kill
to
you,
say.
I'm
In
gonna
fact,
kill you,"
Harry
and then they
Mason
don't
said
kill
it.
me. So, you know, this is just what happened now, like in the moment of truth. So I don't know if we're gonna see our Rachel goo. We might have to smear some jam instead on our meta toast. I don't know, but I'm not seeing a goo. Well, you know.
The goo lash.
I'm not seeing her melting right now.
Yeah, maybe the meta toast will be a little dry. We don't know. But no, I am shaken and stirred by what we just saw. No, we got a lovely "I love you" from Haugen. We got a little Haugrid moment happening. There's just a woof today to take this pairing out
A
on. There will
little
be
bit
more
of
pre and
love.
post shows. Just the two. This is the last time you'll see the two of us.
This is the last auntie night. But, you know, the hotline will remain open.
Absolutely.
So,
Always
let's
need
look
a
at one of the
hotline
videos
to
that
your
premiered today.
aunties.
The time enough at last. So, Astrid decides what to say to Detective Haugen, well, formerly known as Detective Haugen, now known
dog's
as the
tearing
House of
Turbo
Hagrid,
Bastard apart.
permanently deciding whether their relationship has a future, and the decision is yes.
I love the audience caught this too, but I love that in the beginning of the scene, Turbo is still getting eaten. Still getting work done. So really having a good time there. But yes, we have some exciting, the U-Haul keys, they're still a jingling. It's time. The ladies are back in it to win.
Everyone is thrilled with
very
the
exciting for me, furthering
continuation
the
of their
LGBTQ
relationship.
agenda, as I always intended, obviously.
Yes, and this may have been like, something that we strongly wanted to see here. And we're seeing it. So I gotta, though, give a shout out again to our beloved Orson Chomper's voice actor. That scream, those screams are nar. And also, like, yes, we did get a reunion of Hagrid, but then Haugen is off, fighting Snarlers now, and Astrid is left alone with Chompers.
Yes.
With the screaming Chompers,
I review the questions.
Gorsh.
Oh, Rachel react to Joy's accusation of murder.
I feel like is spooky, right?
I
like
could save the
Faith is
world.
An unsettling
I was
presence,
led a stream of
right?
lies.
Gorson has done
Evil
material
acted through
harm
me.
to multiple adults.
Led a stream of lies, sure.
Yeah, but for some reason I've
And
always
yes, the other
been
question
like,
is Final Fate.
I guess again it's like the age thing. Like I think because Orson is still younger, and also he's like really cute with his emulator, like when Faith hangs out with her Snarlers and stuff, and
Orson is my favorite character,
it's not as
says
like cute as
Terrabasser
when
himself.
Orson's hanging out with the emulator. That's just my personal take.
I think that's fair enough. I would also say the Immolator is like cuter than the Entangler, which is kind of the other option there. The Snarlers, I'm a big fan of like a skinny dog. I love a Borzoi. The more a dog looks like a horse, the more I'm into
than
it.
the
So I love a
Entangler.
Snarler, but
That's
I definitely
praise,
know where you're
that is.
coming from. But hey, Noah, I think it's time for you to like reveal our little surprise.
Oh my god, is it time to like reveal her little surprise? Oh my god. Okay. So Layla had the chance to sit down with another of our voice actors yesterday, and we have it recorded for you. So please enjoy this interview with none other than our very own sad old wet dude, Jonas Carl Dellard.
Oh, the voice of Carl.
Hello and welcome once again. It's Layla.
And he kind of looks like he could be a smiling Carl.
With none other than the voice actor for our
Smiling
very
Carl.
own Carl. F's in the chat, please.
Lordy
I won't see
Lord.
them, but I'll feel them.
Yes, it's
Jonas,
pre-recorded, so they
hello.
won't
Thank you so
be
much for
knowing it.
spending
But you
time
know,
with us. Would you please
the
feel free
ones,
to introduce
them in
yourself?
the current day will
Hello.
probably
So
see
nice
it.
to be here. Yes, my name is Jonas Dellerud. I'm a Norwegian actor. I come from a little town in southeast of Norway called Kongsvinger, close to the Swedish border. I've been an actor for, what is it now, 15 years, I think, doing a lot of stage productions and some TV series. And the last years I've done a lot of children's TV shows, actually. So yeah, now I live in Tromsø. It's far, far, far north up in the country. And I work at a theater called Hålogaland Teater. So right now I'm doing Little Shop of Horrors. I'm sure you've heard of that. And actually voicing in that one as well. I'm doing Audrey 2, the the meat-eating plasmid. So that is a lot
And
of fun.
you're there
Yeah.
with none other than Truda in the
The,
same production.
Oh yes, we are.
Endurance
we
went
know
on
each
so
other
long.
well. We've done a lot
It's
of
already
shows
time
together,
for
so that's so
the
nice
Arcane
to work with
Library,
Truda.
so we'll get on to
Yeah,
that.
and it sounds like you've run the
Once
full
this interview's
gamut from
underway.
like an adult-oriented horror interactive streaming series to now doing children's television. How did you hear about the opportunity for Ascension?
Well, it was the casting agent here in Tromsø, which I live, who put out a call for a job about that, and I phoned in and got the audition and got the part. So it was
You phoned in?
really fun.
Yeah, we love
But
to
did he
hear it.
phone it in?
Are you typically a fan of horror?
Nah, no, actually not. No, but I was in my early teen days.
Oh, he said
me
actually
and my
not, so
friends, we
there
were
you go.
always, every Friday night after school, we would sleep over at each other's places and watch the old classic horror movies like The Exorcist. And I remember so well the day the Blair Witch
I reckon
Project
people
came
should
to
ask
Norway. It
him
was
questions from the chat, even though it's pre-recorded.
Unbelievable. So we stayed up 4 or 5 of us just watching
think
the
it's
Blair
scary
Witch Project.
movie?
And of course, because the PR campaign around that movie, we thought this was real, and it was like, it is so scary. And also I really enjoyed horror.
The most scariest
games
movies
when I
are the
grew up,
ones that are
so
real.
I remember one of the
You die in the
first
game, you die in
things
real life.
I really enjoyed playing
Oh my
was a PC game called Alone in the Dark.
Ooh, Alone in the
I
Dark,
think they've
yeah.
done a remake now in the later years, but
Coming soon to
also
Game-Geki,
Resident Evil, and of
I am
course,
told.
Silent Hill. So when I found out I got the part, I was like speechless. This is part of my childhood. It was really special and really fun. But no, I don't like horror movies now because I'm getting old.
Stitching
and I
the
get
left
too
quadrant
spooked. I
to
don't
the
like
right
being
quadrant.
spooked. Hate it.
That is very funny. I feel like a lot of the voice actors we've talked to have a similar answer where they either were or aren't currently. I myself was not until midway through COVID when I ran out of other things to watch, and I said, well, there's nothing else, so it's time to be a little scared. And now I love it.
I get everything there.
So it's a journey for everybody. But, speaking of your role as Carl, what was a typical day for you recording in Norway?
It's because of the time difference.
Oh no, I've missed one, but I can't see where.
Go to work at the theater during the day, doing rehearsals, then
Too tired
running
to
off
work it out.
The recording studio with something to eat in my hands, coming in, getting a warm cup of coffee from Rune, and here we go. And then recording for some hours, and then back to the theater and doing a night show. So it was it was not like that every time, but a lot of the time it was like that. But it was really, really fun recording and lovely to be with Tiffany and kind of getting into this amazing universe. So it was really, really nice work. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. In terms of Carl himself, what was your kind of first perception of the character?
Well, the first perception was kind of this typical old Norwegian man who rarely speaks, and if he speaks, he do not.
I've got them all right.
Emotions.
Or is it like dying because
Norwegian
I'm missing another
men
rule?
don't do that. And I kind of saw the generation of my father, and
I don't
especially
understand
maybe my
what it is I'm
grandfather's,
doing wrong.
generation,
I'm going to
this
try a
old
different
man
strategy.
who is kind and but are not connected with the emotions.
Surely that's got to be right.
So I saw him as a kind of a quiet but sensible man in some way. And then after working with it for some while, then you of course discover
zones.
other we call it falsets of the character. He's a warm man, but he's kind of, what am I going to say? He has not raised his voice for a very, very long time, and in his relationship with Ingrid, I think he has not said anything. and this, of course, has
Oh no,
transferred
not done
to
that
his,
right. That's for
to
sure.
his kids, and the relationship with his kids has not been good, and he has failed them
No.
in many ways, I think, and it's kind of this curtain
He's failed his
of
kids.
shame and guilt riding
Blanket of shame.
uh,
It is Silent Hill.
in every relationship he has. So yeah, he's a troubled, but I think a kind and warm soul, but of course troubled by his past. Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely some confrontation to that effect too, with Astrid really calling him out at one point for kind of his absence or the way he always seemed to capitulate to Mette, or not to Mette, sorry, to Ingrid, and for good reason, right? We saw Ingrid in the beginning, and she is quite the force.
She is.
She is. I would also be very scared of her. What scenes were the most memorable for you to record?
I have to say the scenes with Ava. I think they
don't really have the right
really
piece to have
well
gone this way.
written, and you kind of from an early stage figure out that there is something strange about this relationship. Who is she, and who is he in the relationship with her? So I think it was really nice doing that scenes.
There's no other way
kind
to
of,
it
the
in
more
this
you get
one.
into it, the more you wonder what is this really about. So I really enjoyed doing the scenes with Ava. Yeah.
But what is it
Yeah,
really
I think those are
about?
probably some of the most impactful for me. It took me a really long time to catch on to the fact that there was something strange with Ava, because I used to be the weird neighbor girl who hung out with like my older male
I
neighbors.
confused both the characters, so you know.
I would just come over and
That
play
probably
crosswords
didn't
with
help
them.
in my
It was
case.
chill.
Of
We were
course,
on
you
the board.
do.
As you do, you're a little woodland child. It took me a little while, but I think those are some of the most impactful scenes. But one of Ava's scenes is actually one of the last that we got to see with Carl. The confrontation with the immolator, where he finally got to say his piece to her, and then now, presumably, he borrowed a boat and is like having a time in Bergen.
Yeah.
He's having the time of his life
How
somewhere.
did you feel about his ending?
Well, you tell me. No, maybe
I don't know how I'm dying
Ava,
here.
you
Is
kind
it
of
because
see
the
him
voltage is
finding
running back into
some
itself?
peace. I think getting
And
to
it's just
say
not-
what
that's
he
just
has
a
thought
no-no
about
in
since that day, so
Car
many,
repair,
15
the
years
world
ago.
of car repair.
So I think he finds peace there, and that is good. He can now go on, and then if he hops on a boat, and then maybe Leo comes after, they go to Bergen and they open up a pub there. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
I think
Let's open up a pub.
it's up to you
The
as an
Ascension is
audience
pub.
to figure out what you think happened with Carl.
That's true. No, you've kind of described him as very very troubled and very guilty, which is all true. Are you at all surprised that the audience not only redeemed him in terms of the choices, the decisions that they made with him,
This
but
one
that
I
he
keep missing.
survived the experience?
Yeah, I think he has a warmth to him, and I
down
think
here.
Especially with
I'm really
Orson, I
not
think
seeing anything
he kind
today.
of sees this chance
Sure, I
to
got it
start
this time,
over
right?
again. It didn't go that good with my daughter.
Finally,
But then here is Orson. I have
brain
actually
worked.
another chance to redeem myself, and I think you see that in the scenes with Orson, that he has a lot of love and a lot of warmth for him.
It always sounds great when it
So
plays this
I
music
think-
over the top of the
And you
interview.
can relate to him as
Yeah,
well. It's
it's
not
going
easy
away.
going into conflict, and especially if you're not used to it. So I think he's a very human character in some ways. Yeah.
That is very true. Well, Jonas, thank you so much for your time and your insight. Do you have any final parting messages for our audience?
Just so glad that you're enjoying the show, and just keep on watching it. I really enjoyed
Keep
being
on
a part of
watching
this,
it.
and
The
thank you so
a
much
whole
for
3
having me.
episodes left.
Well, thank
the,
you so much for lending your talent
days,
and your
nights.
time today. Audience, this is
Spans
Layla
of
and
time.
Jonas signing off, and we'll be back to the live show in just a second, or perhaps the ending. Who's to say?
Good thing they've hedged their bets there. Back to the live show as well.
Welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed that, but I doubt you enjoyed it as much as I did. Because Jonas is wonderful.
Yeah, no, truly, Jonas was a delight. Thank you for the opportunity to chat. Fun behind the scenes fact is when I record those interviews, or if we record those interviews, they have to be in the afternoon for the American time zones, which means that usually my coworkers see me in like sportswear and a bare face. And then only on interview days do I come around in full glam to do my day job. And it is quite the experience. But
That's because there is no greater sport than the Ascension.
Noah, what a beautiful analysis of Carl.
Oh my god, yeah, it's very articulate, and I can't get over, like, he's not at all a sad old wet man.
No, he is a perfectly content, successful Norwegian actor. And
That's
we love
just
to see it. I
you
love
wouldn't
that
have thought that an
more
actor would.
voice actors, one,
Unfortunately,
about the fact that
the actor of Carl was a method
fans of
actor, and
horror either currently
they hired someone that was exactly like the
experienced it,
actual.
but through the experience of working on Ascension have found no relationship with the genre. And I also love that we've pulled in film and stage actors into the discipline of voice acting, right? And have them go through that experience too, which always compliments for Tiffany and the crew in the booth to ensure that was a great working experience for them, which is great. So yeah, I love these interviews. I'm sad we won't get to do any more of them, at least for right this second. But what a great one to come out on with Jonas.
Oh my god, sorry that I said Jonas. I never know if it's a J or it's a Y or...
Jonas.
I said it in the opening of the interview too.
It happens, man. Okay, but no, thank you so much for that interview, Layla. You absolutely smashed it as always, and it was beautiful to see the beautiful halo surrounding you. So let's go back, not go back, but let's introduce the decision that opened today. Raksha, can you please put that up on screen? Thank you so much. So I'm actually gonna read this. I did learn how to read English during our show.
So very hard to teach her very quickly in the green room.
Layla is a really, really good teacher. Thank you. So, how will Rachel react to Joy's accusation of murder?
Murder is the worst accusation
It's a
to get
fake
thrown against you.
decision. It's an accusation of
Except for
murder.
nonsense, that's probably even
Murder, she
worse.
wrote. Okay, so will Rachel say evil acted through me? Or will she say I had to save the world? Or will
The song
she
is
say,
a really long
"I was
song,
led
but
astray
it's a nice song.
by
It's a good song.
everyone?"
Interesting. I was led astray.
Yeah.
I've been led astray.
Ain't nobody leading Rachel, okay? Let's not pretend that she can be led. She is the leader, and I don't know. I'm just goofing. Like, honestly, I do feel like, you know how she and Krista found the secret stash box with the secrets. Oh, Turbo Bastard, thank you so much. Thank you for being with me in this process of learning how to read in 10 minutes. When they found the stash box, they found
You learn to read all in 10 minutes. That's pretty
And he
good.
says in them that he is kind of confused, to be honest. Like, he's like, is that a monster? Is
Just
that an
ask.
empath?
I'll take it.
Is that
My
is
efforts
that me?
today,
He says he even saw glimpses
reasonable.
of himself. So that's like, it can go either way with Joy. Like basically, is Rachel a killer, or
Stone
is
cold killer.
something like external?
People are backing
is
the killer
happening?
now. That's
you
what
know?
they're doing.
Yeah, is there like a triple agent in
Rachel's head,
Rachel's,
right? Right.
that is Joy, that is also the Entangler, that is also Rachel, that is also maybe Eric. I don't know. How many people can you cram in that dome? I know.
I think
but if you're-
somebody could cram like 15.
Yeah, if you're being real
Cults are
ambitious
cool.
about
Don't
it,
delude
the
yourself.
barber and their Astrid, get anybody. Common name says, any real people here? You're gonna find out.
Not me, that's for certain.
No, I've been fake the whole
We're
time.
all
That's why there was that halo around me. It wasn't because my window
We're
was
all in
open
limbo.
the interview. It's because I was only partially getting phased
you,
in.
me.
You were
Everyone.
beamed. you
At least
were
till
being
Wednesday.
intervening. But okay, so we have to figure out what we're gonna do with this decision. You know, we don't have many decisions here left for this, so we gotta decide if Rachel is going to admit. Basically, if she says I had to save the world, is like admitting that she killed her on purpose.
Yes, and it's the first step to fixing the problem is admitting you have one. So if you have a homicide problem, Rachel, perhaps
Instagram.
admitting to it will be the first step to recovery and recuperating
That's
that damage.
the saying here on
Listen,
Silent Ascension.
Ascension, she is a coming to the end of her canon run, so not a lot of time. If you, I know, some of you have influence points just stacked up, just fat stacks of influence points chilling there in the top left of your screen. Y'all,
36k.
Throw the stacks
Just
at
a little.
us. Put it on my forehead.
Like man to man, listen, I grew up on JRPGs. I know what it is like to hoard ethers and hoard Phoenix down.
Make it rain
I'm
mad
saving them for the end game
stacks
and then not use them
of
in the end game.
IP.
This is the end game. It is time to use them.
Yeah, that's the time. Like it's the same with everything. It's like savings. Who
Made
needs
instead
them,
of
you
mad.
know? Like,
Ruined my
just blow it now, you know.
Take it with you.
You can take it with you, you know. There's no. That's a one person trip to the other side. But
Can't take it
okay,
with you.
we are nearing the end of this post show. That's again, we're not gonna have the anti-formation.
No, all
She's
of
all
our
teared
nieces
up.
and nephews, all of our many followers and devotees will have to call the hotline instead. Noah, I want to say thank you so much for being my partner 2/3 of the time. I think that's how the math works out. I don't know. My degree is in arts. And you can't read it until recently, so we don't know. It has been a genuine delight. The hostess show team is nothing but gems all across the board. So it is just been a treat. And audience, thank you so much for being you. We will see you again. Just not in this formation. But for now, Noah, let's say thank you very much to Jonas for that wonderful interview. He was truly, like all of our voice actors have truly been delights to talk to. So very, very, very happy that we got to close out with him. Production, if you wouldn't mind pulling up that beautiful run of show graphic. Right here.
Sloopity
There it is.
poop.
So, on a typical week of Ascension, Monday through
Presumably
Friday,
the
you will see
Friday
the
one
show at
isn't
6 p.m.
necessarily
Monday, Wednesday,
clean
Friday,
cut.
You will have the pre and post shows at 5:40 p.m. Pacific.
There's no endure on the Wednesday.
But again, next week, you know, we are coming to a close. So you'll see us Monday, and you'll see us Wednesday, and that will be very exciting. And we will all be very sentimental and lovely the whole time. So ride this wave of emotion with us. Noah, do you have anything to say to the good people before we leave them to their weekend?
There's a lot of pressure right now because, you know, I need to do like a proper anti-sign off. But I will say it's my favorite trauma too. I don't remember who said it in chat, but thank you for saying it. I love traumatizing you with my favorite auntie, fellow colleague. She will be here on Monday as well.
Me fail
and
English? That's
we will
impossible.
See you in some capacity next week, but please enjoy your weekend for now. We love you and we hope that you take your traumas easy.
Never. Well, there you go. That was another thrilling installment of Silent Hill Ascension. Join me next time as we enter the final stretch. Final 3 days. So let's reconvene there. And it's gonna be more Silent Hill Ascension. That's what it's gonna be. GG.